We present KONDA, an LLM-based tool for semantic annotation and knowledge graph creation using ontologies for research data. In this demo, we show how KONDA can semantically enrich research data and transform it into a knowledge graph. We start by uploading a plant dataset, together with a context file. The dataset contains information about edible plants, their uses, and growing locations from a community gardening initiative. Next, we select the gardening domain and optionally provide additional remarks about the dataset. In this step, KONDA generates summaries of the dataset and the provided context. The user can then configure the extraction process, for example by restricting it to base ontologies or defining the number of entities and relationships. A custom prefix and namespace can also be specified. Ontologies can additionally be selected either by uploading custom files or by searching existing vocabularies using the integrated TIB terminology service. Ontologies can be explored directly in the interface and opened in the TIB terminology service for detailed inspection. After selecting and submitting the ontologies, KONDA performs ontology upload and embedding. The system then extracts entities from the data using named entity recognition. These entities can be manually refined, and broader categories can be assigned either from suggestions or defined by the user. In this step, KONDA identifies relationships between the extracted entities. These relationships are represented as subject, predicate, object triples. The relations are suggested by the language model, based on the dataset context and the previously identified entities. Similar to the previous step, all relations can be manually refined by the user. They can be modified, extended, or removed as needed. Next, the extracted entities, categories, and relations are mapped to ontology concepts. KONDA suggests suitable terms together with their URI values using semantic similarity and language models. Users can inspect details of each concept via the URI links and remove mappings if needed. They can then search for alternative ontology terms directly within the interface or define mappings manually. By clicking on the Replace with Ontology Term option, the original label can be replaced with the selected ontology concept or kept with a semantic link. Next, the resulting knowledge graph is generated and can be explored interactively. Nodes and relations are clickable, allowing users to inspect their labels and associated URI values. The graph can also be adjusted dynamically, as nodes can be repositioned for better visualization. In addition, the knowledge graph can be inspected in its RDF representation, for example in turtle format. As a final step, the generated knowledge graph can be exported in different serialization formats. We now look at the architecture of KONDA. The system follows a modular client-server architecture. The backend is implemented in Go and orchestrates data processing and language model interactions. Ontologies and graph data are managed using Neo4j. Semantic matching is performed using vector embeddings and similarity search.